Hi guys, it's your girl Precious and you're welcome to this episode of Precious Kitchen. In today's episode, I'll be showing you guys how I make Cameroonian pancakes. This is how pancakes are made in Cameroon. They are more like crepes, but they are thicker. So good for breakfast and so easy to make. Let's go over the ingredients and then we can start cooking. So you need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. This is equal to half a kilogram or 250 grams. 1 cup of milk. You could use whole milk. I'm using 2% fat milk here. 1 cup of warm water. Half a cup of granulated sugar. Then 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Sometimes I'll use nutmeg, ground nutmeg, or I would use a blend of both vanilla and nutmeg. Then you're going to need a pinch of salt. Then over here I have 3 tablespoons of oil. You could use any oil you want: canola oil, corn oil, peanut oil, soybean oil. It really depends on you. Then I have here 3 eggs, all the eggs with the yolks. So guys, it's really easy to make. All we need to do is mix the dry ingredients, then we add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients, and then we make our batter. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So this is my flour here, and I'm using a whisk because using a whisk I just find it really easy to go with a whisk. Then I'm going to add in my sugar, then my salt. If I were using ground nutmeg, at this point, this is when I'll add in the nutmeg. So that's about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, because like I would always say, salt and something sweet balances that sweetness really well. Right now I'm just going to add in the milk, the water, and that vanilla. It smells so good. Now I'm going to add in 2.5 tablespoons of oil. Then the only thing I've not added in here is the egg, and that's going to come in at the end. The first thing we want to do is mix all of this goodness together. So just mix that to be as smooth as possible, and the whisk really helps with that. As you can see, helps to smoothen out that mixture. Oh my goodness, look at that. Now that is looking good, so I'm going to shift this to the side. Then we can beat our eggs and add to the batter. So we're just going to beat up our eggs. Right now, egg makes batter and completes the goodness for us, right? And I didn't beat the egg for long. The beating, I was just beating to ensure that the yolk and the white mix well together. So I'm just stirring this now, and you can see it's a little bit thick for a regular crepe batter, because this is something like a cross between a crepe and the regular American pancakes. So these are like thicker crepes. So delicious. So look at that beautiful goodness. So good. So guys, now it's time for us to start cooking our crepes. So I have my pan heating up here on medium heat. Remember the leftover oil, because we had 3 tablespoons of oil and I only used 2.5 for the batter, because the rest of the oil is going to help start up the crepe making process. So I'm just drizzling, not even up to a teaspoon rather of oil, just enough oil to put the bottom of the pan, because we have oil in our batter. We don't want a lot of oil. That looks like I'm going to need some more. So we're just going to let this heat up. When it heats up, it's going to spread even more. Then we'll start pouring in our crepes. So my oil has heated up. I'm going to take 1/4 cup of that batter and pour it into the pan. Now you just want to make sure that it coats. So you just want one side to cook for 2 minutes, then I'm going to flip it to the other side, and then it's also going to cook for about a minute or two. Okay, it has been cooking for about 2 minutes, and you can see that it's kind of set at the top. Now I'm just going to flip that. Look at how beautiful that looks. And when you flip it, it doesn't need to cook for the full 2 minutes, just about a minute or so, and it's all done. You could use a spatula to flip, but I love using a large eating spoon. I mean, that's just what I've been using for a really long time, so I find it much more easier than a spatula. So what I do to make sure it's done, I just pick, and you can see that is nice and golden. So I'm just going to put this on a tray, then we can continue. Now that we have our first crepe ready, for the second crepe, we are not going to need to oil the pan, because remember there's oil in our batter. So we're just going to put the batter right onto the pan. So the same process, cook for 2 minutes, flip to the other side. So we'll see how that comes off nicely without the added oil. So sometimes, you know, when I start seeing the corners looking a little bit dark, I know it's done, and then I just flip. That is looking good. Okay, all done. So I just wanted to show you guys what it looks, how smooth it looks. This is the side that went first on the pan, and that's because I put my oil, most of my oil, in the batter, and I only fry the first pancake with oil. So when I fry the subsequent pancakes, they look this smooth. They just like glide on top of the frying pan. So I already rolled some here. I just want to show you guys, you know, how to do that. I just like to roll them for so if you don't, you can either roll them like you see me do, or you could create a semicircle, then you fold again to create like triangles. This is another cute way of doing your crepes, you know. Oh my god, this is one of those things that when I'm making it, I just feel like eating, then I finish cooking it, and then there's no crepe left to eat. It's funny. All my kids just want to keep eating it as I'm making it, or my husband will just pass and grab some. Then you finish cooking and there's nothing left. So, you know, you could either do this style or this style. Sometimes I'll make a crepe cake out of it. I have the recipe on my blog. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below so you can see how I do that. So I just wanted to show you guys, you know, how to serve this. Just going to put some 3 really cute ones here. Oh, I want the ones that are still warm. They're still warm and nice. Now I have some chocolate spread here, and I'm just using a Ziploc bag to put the chocolate spread inside. This is about half a cup of chocolate spread. I'm just going to put this into the Ziploc bag. I think that will do. I could lick this thing like forever. I'm just going to lock that. Then I'm going to just push this down to make sure that it's all on that side. Then I'm just going to cut this. Give it a nice cut. It shouldn't be too big though, you know, just a teeny tiny cut. There we go. And then I'm going to drizzle. So start from here, just go over it, then come. You can make it as close as you want. If you're a chocolate lover like me, make that thing close, baby. So that's it. When my kids see this, they'll be like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, I love it. So guys, it's time for the taste test. I cannot wait to dig in. So I'll normally serve this with some fruit on the side. I have like some, whatever I have at home. I have like some mangoes at home, so those will work well. You could serve this with berries, you know, any fruit you really like. Just enjoy with some fruit. You know, you could drizzle some of that chocolate too on the fruits and enjoy. I'm just going to give this a taste. Oh my god, I want to just clean some of that chocolate. Mmm. Mmm. It is sweet, fluffy, full of flavor. So good. This is like breakfast dreams coming true right here. I hope you guys enjoyed spending time with me. For the full recipe, be sure to check out my blog preciouscore.com. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.